Hi, you don't know me, but... Oh, you do? Fantastic. I'm getting a reputation. Oh no. Am I one of the old guard now? Can I come in? Nothing nefarious. Just want to chat about a few things. Hunter to Hunter. Thank you. Aw, this is so nice. You've really made your mark in here. Quarters can be so cold unless you find a way to make the space your own. Oh, thank you, but no niceties. I can tell you're anxious. So, I was eavesdropping on your companion since I was eating alone, and they expressed concern. Wait. They expressed concern that you were blaming yourself over the charm working, but didn't know how to convince you they don't blame you. Aw, baby Hunter, no. If there is any fault, it lies in two places: the vampire who exerted their will over you, and the faculty for letting you go out without potions or trinkets of charm resistance. They know this shit. They're meant to train you. If they failed, that is on them. So just sit there and listen, because I am very likely to lose my train of thought. I am on very little sleep. First, here. This is a chain of charm resistance. Silver, of course, with a pendant of healing. It'll help knit wounds a little faster, aches and pains melt overnight. Won't save you from a killing blow or anything, but they're amazing for aches and pains. I have various. I have enough. Keep it. Someone should have made sure you had something before packing you off to fight those charismatic fucks. Now, sadly for you, the reassurance is continuing. My first mission, one of our own got turned against us, fought us to defend the vampire, got bit. We purged him after the fight, but he never stopped feeling guilt. He switched to desk duties, doesn't even talk to anyone else. Know what we lost that day? We lost a hunter. And we lost a friend. Even though we all survived, even when we drove the blood fever from him, we still lost one of our team. And know the annoying thing? Vampires target the strongest or most important member of the group. Yeah, no word of lie. Too tired to make up stories, trust me. So, we lose a hunter that vampires know to take out to weaken the group. It saw you as a threat. You. So, while you're thinking, no one's gonna miss me, or I'll leave and everyone will be better off, I can guarantee your companions are shitting themselves trying to work out how to work without you as a cornerstone of their foundation. And wanting to quit, that doesn't make you a bad hunter. It makes you a sensible one. Come on, no one with sense picks this job, right? The idiots who want to kill and destroy, they're not just clumsier and so single-minded they can't check their tails, they're easier for vamps to control, and easier to turn, because the rage and adrenaline is already clouding their judgment. Someone cautious, aware of their mortality, they will always be better for the guild, and sensible enough to retire when the injuries start piling up. Oh, it's not normally saber cuts and claw gashes that are the problem, baby hunter. It's your niece. Yep. Running around forests full of roots and bones, scaling walls and jumping down 8 feet to get into castles, and the crawling and the crouching during ambushes. Yep, nothing romantic. One day, you'll realize you can't move fast enough to evade even a fledgling, and you'll just realize you need to leave. Though, If I have one tiny piece of advice, say goodbye to your friends in person, not a fucking note. Apologies. Give me a moment. I'm fine. Just bitter. Right, so before I came up here, I went through your team's ledger. Words were blurring, not gonna lie. Not a single time has anyone on your team marked you as unfit or burdensome. So I need you to understand that starting out, most of us giveaway positions get tricked by really obvious tricks. Well, so I was just starting out. We're infiltrating the castle and I hear a whimpering and followed the sound. I know. And found someone emancipated in an iron cage. They saw me and pleaded for help. I let them out, and they fed on me and escaped. Turned out to be the rival of the vamp we'd come for. Savage, sadistic fucker would have killed me if I wasn't so big and my blood didn't coagulate easily. My team found me after discovering the vampire let out killed his captor. I was nearly dead, and it took a lot to get me stable enough to move. It was my third mission. They wouldn't let me quit, thank the gods. Now I repay the favor by stopping you. And if you were a poor hunter, I wouldn't. A bad hunter is worse than a bad hunter, if you get my drift. You're one of those who will be a legend. You've got the potential for leadership. I could tell that listening to your mates and glancing at the reports. You are caring, self-effacing, and self-sacrificing. You think tactically, and you look after others on your crew. That is where leadership comes from, not never making mistakes. Don't look at me like that. I mean it, baby hunter, all right? It's not all shouting commands and charging first. A large part of leadership comes when things go wrong, or when things are dull, keeping highly strung, willing to kill traumatized warriors from being more at each other's throats than the vamps. You don't get that by yelling or playing mind games or keeping secrets. You get that by being a cornerstone of your group, by giving a damn. Yeah, we all sometimes wish we didn't care. It'd make shit easier. It'd make our job easier, and coping with the bloodsucker's power and everything. But it would also make life a shadow of what it could be. Like... Alright, how about this? I want you to go to the theater with your crew, and afterwards, go to a good beer hall and talk about the play. Nothing else. Just the play. Even if it's shit. And I want you to have a bath with salts in it and read a book until the water is cold. I want you to listen to the street musicians. Just because we are protecting their lives does not mean we cannot live our own, and caring about stuff means caring about joy, getting enthused, finding little pieces of happiness. You cannot be all grim and fatalistic all the time. That's for missions. Trust me, nothing fucks with a vamp's head more than hearing someone they're trying to intimidate start everyone giggling with a joke from a farce they saw at the theater, you know? Nothing can bring someone back from a charm quite as well as a reference, trust me. Yeah, so this one time I was with one other hunter, Little Job, and we were just meant to be scouting. On the way, we told each other this daft ongoing story. Like, one night I'd tell it, the next night he'd tell it, and it was a melodramatic love story that by the time we got to the Vamp Slayer involved a unicorn, a town burger who spoke in rhyme, and one of the main characters had shaved their head and made a wig out of the unicorn's wig. It was ridiculous, but oh, it made those nights pass. I mean, it's talk or fuck when it's just two of you, and he wasn't into me, so stories. And this vamp has more minions than we thought. It turns into a get-out situation, and he gets enthralled. Luckily, not a full charm, but enthralled. He's staring up at the vamp, and the minions are stopping me getting to him. And I just yell, but you'll never know if the unicorn shits biscuits. Right? That's what happens. He just spits laughter, and while the vampire is giving it, "How dare you mock me?" he stakes the fucker. The minions come back to their senses, we get them back to their village. Job done. Did what? Yes, of course. After that it had to, right? See, you get it. So, do you feel any better, baby hunter? Why don't we go join your friends? You can get something to eat and go down and see what's on in the theaters. Yeah, come on. I'm glad I came on up. It really would have been a shame to lose you. I see fucking fate in you, you know? Oh gods, no pressure, no. I reckon you don't see how skilled and important you are. Sometimes a baby hunter needs a mama or papa hunter to let them know they're on the right track. The training wing needs a kick up the ass, but you're a peachy keen and squeaky clean, yeah? Yes. And look, I know until today you didn't know me for shit, but you can always seek me out. I'm getting too sore to be effective stage. It's kinda kicking my ass a bit. But you've kinda made me realize we do not need to retire. We need to give back, to train, even offer advice. Counsel. Counsel? Counsel. I was right the first time. No, seriously. I have not slept in 30 hours, maybe 35. I am beat. Had to get back with a message, high up stuff, and then I was eating, and it just popped into my head that I had to come and stop you quitting. You're welcome, baby. You deserve it. You really do. Like, even if you weren't as good as you seem to be, even if you messed up every mission and everyone hated you, you'd still deserve someone checking in. More, probably. And it's okay to demand help. If you're ever thinking, wait, don't I need a grappling hook for this mission? They didn't give me one. Damn, well, go back and demand your grappling hook. The crew at Logistics deal with dozens of missions every day. They might just make a mistake. And you are in charge of keeping you alive. That is a huge and important part of your mission statement, baby. You can't help kill vamps if you don't stay alive, you know? Right. Makes sense when I put it like that, huh? What else can I say for you? I want to be an all mentor and all supportive and wise elder, but I'm running on the wick right now. So, invest in spare socks, keep a spare bowstring under your hat. Comfort over aesthetic. Leather trousers are great in the winter, but when you hit summer and hate yourself, go sweet or go home. Eat as much garlic as you can, it'll come up through your pores, and there's nothing funnier than watching a vamp try to spit out your taste. Just so good. Advice. Yeah, plenty of rest. You're not wrong, kid. You are not wrong. Here we go. I'll leave you here. Go talk to your crew. You're doing good, baby hunter. You're doing good. Hello, my sparkles of adventure. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you. I'd also like to thank the writer of the script, Marcherwitch, for a interesting concept. It's really nice to see a vampire script where it's not, vampire times vampire hunter or vampire hunter x vampire hunter or some variation of that combo, but just a mentor teaching a mentee. Not that there's anything wrong with those other ones, but it's nice to shake it up a little bit. As the subject of this particular script is completely tired, I should say the speaker. Since the speaker is tired, I want to remind everyone that you should get your rest. Try and get your 8 hours, and if you can't get your 8 hours, get as close to your 8 hours as possible. If you can't do that, you can always take a nap sometime during the day. Just take care of yourself. And with that in mind, I'll see you next time.